out there, world? It's your boy Tommy on the spot for Watch Along Wrestling. Hopefully everyone is doing well and staying safe. It is the very, very early hours of the morning here. Survivor Series 2021 is a little bit later on tonight. And I'm very excited for this show. It's probably going to be my last show, wrestling live vlog and show of 2021. I know there's a lot of different shows in the tri-state area over this next 6-week period, but we did just get back from Seattle, Washington, so I might actually even throw some of the clips from that trip to Seattle at the start of the vlog, because I think it's pretty cool. You get to see the birthplace of Wrestlemania 19 and the host of Wrestlemania 19, so maybe I'll throw that up there for you guys, but neither here nor there. Just got back from Seattle, and I think after tonight, most of my wrestling viewing will be very much kind of put to the side for the family and for the holidays and all that. But really excited to get down to the Barclays Center. First show at the Barclays since, I guess it was right before the pandemic. I remember we had tickets to go to Raw, and our daughter ended up coming a couple days early, so we couldn't do that. But that was the last show they did at the Barclays right before the pandemic, and it's very interesting to be back at the Barclays. First time I've been there now for a couple of years, and remember, for a while Barclays had really kind of cemented its place as the home to all things WWE pay-per-views and events and everything in the New York City area. Obviously they still love MSG, and they still have a couple of different pieces where MSG is very much important to the company, but at the end of the day, I think Barclays is definitely a big place for WWE fans. Who get there are usually very passionate. They actually have Raw tomorrow night, which I don't think I'll be attending, but this should be awesome. I'm really ready for this, and going to be fun to head down to Brooklyn once again. If you remember, if you're long-time friends of the channel, you remember that when we first relaunched this channel back in 2018, it was to get ready for SummerSlam 2018. So good to be back at Barclays tonight and to be able to experience all that comes with Survivor Series 2021. Let's do it. Actually in Seattle, Washington. No, we're not starting our day here. It's actually a couple days out from the Survivor Series, but figured I would show you guys this just because I think it's super cool. This is the infamous Fremont Street Troll, where you could actually find this in the 10 Things I Hate About You movie starring Heath Ledger. Definitely check this out here. Very, very cool. And we even got a second photo op. We got a bunch of photo ops, but we even got a second photo op down that path, which I think looks awesome as well. So very cool, and come check it out. And we finally have made our way to the gum wall, the world famous gum wall here in Seattle, where folks come and decorate the wall here with pieces of gum, which some folks are doing there. So not only is Mount Rainier here, but you've also got the home of the Seattle Mariners at T-Mobile Park, the host of Wrestlemania 19, one of my favorite WrestleManias of all time, and I've actually watched some of the show during my stay here today. Not like that matters, but that's T-Mobile Park, and that is, I believe it's called the Lewin Building right now, Lunin Building, but that is the home where it used to be CenturyLink Field, home of the Seattle Seahawks. Go Hawks! Where Brooklyn at? What is going on? We are here finally. It's been over 2 years that we've been waiting to be back in Brooklyn for a show, a WWE event at the Barclays Center. We have not been at a show since the night after WrestleMania 35 in Brooklyn, when you got to remember, prior to that, they had a 4-year run of shows every single year for SummerSlam and then for WrestleMania 35 weekend. So we were getting used to going to these shows all the time. And then obviously the pandemic comes through. There was a show actually right before the pandemic, the last ever WWE show prior to the pandemic. But do you know why we missed that show, Ari? Ari does not know. It's because we were giving birth. Well, she was giving birth. I was cheering her on. It was
sorry, I was concentrating on the service.
I hear you. But yeah, we are here over at Wasan Japanese Food. Usually we go over to the Barclays Center. I wanted to change things up a little bit. While we were in Seattle just a couple days ago, we had a number of that type of food. So always glad to come over and have some good old-fashioned Japanese food. And I've heard great things about this place. So I'm excited to dive into some sushi. We're about hour and a half from bell time, and very excited for the 2021 Survivor Series back here in Brooklyn, and happy to be back and ready for a great show. It's good? All right, here we go. All right, so Ari's got her chilled, but it's chilled sake, right? And I've got mine heated up here. Look at that steaming Willie Beeman coming out of there. It is hot as an MFer. Pouring that in there. I don't even know what I'm doing. I gotta get the beer ready. It's gonna be crazy. All right, we'll go bottoms up on this. Cheers to Survivor Series. It's being back in Brooklyn.
Fillers.
Son of a gun. So this here is this is Japanese fried chicken.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have it with tartar sauce. So you're gonna have it with the tartar sauce?
Oh yeah, you know I love tartar sauce.
Here we go. Let's see it. Let's see how that tastes. Oh, she's getting it in there too.
Supposedly you're supposed to do the salt. I don't want salt.
I'll you know what? I'll take one up to the team and I'll have some salt just to get. Is it good? Let me try it here. I'll try it with the salt. Just, I normally wouldn't have it salty, but just for the sake of the video.
Tell me, supposed to do the tartar then the salt. It won't stick on the chicken.
Fair.
Hello.
Tartar.
And then there you go.
Oh wow. Wow.
Today, there's nothing like a little sushi game before you get set for your wrestling show. Also, a little chicken teriyaki bun, which I probably didn't need. But Ari's got her yellowtail scallion, as well as her shrimp tempura, and I've got my shrimp tempura avocado, and of course, the famous and my favorite, the Philadelphia roll. I always like the way that everything looks for all the WWE shows at the Barclays Center. Not the case here today in terms of the old school, kind of that painted feel, but very digital there. You've got Drew McIntyre, Becky Lynch, Roman Reigns, Big E, Charlotte Flair, Bobby Lashley, Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair. Very cool. Always go all out at the Barclays Center. Let's go.
See some of the commentators out there. Looks like Jerry Lawler and some of the folks that are there for the Survivor Series pregame show. I like this vibe. Very game day type vibe. Very cool. All right, we are heading in. You okay?